What is up, everyone? How is everyone doing on this amazing Monday evening? Well, depending on where you're located, evening, morning, it doesn't really matter. We're located at 96K on Bitcoin, seeing a slight retracement. People are already worrying about, was this the top? Are we ever going to hit 100K? And things are looking good in my opinion. It could be that we actually called the Bitcoin dominance top. And you know what that means? That should be more and more bullish over time for our altcoins. So I hope everyone is doing good. I'm seeing very familiar names, as always, pop up in the chat. Mr. Vujavu, that was actually here when we were hosting the live stream, but we weren't live yet. Crypto 420 as well. Mr. Gabriel, J Money, Marvin, all familiar names. K3 Peak as well. Let's go altcoins. Like that's the energy that I'm feeling. You know, how is Mr. Wyckoff Insider doing?
I'm doing amazing. I'm not sleeping, but I will sleep after the bull run. You know the vibes.
Yeah, but you're actually not sleeping because I saw you post at like 5 a.m. my time, and you have to go live during London, which is at 7. So I was like, something is not adding up here.
Yeah, I just ordered an iced cappuccino. I full clipped it, and I went back to work.
Full clip the iced cappuccino.
It's so weird because I'm not tired, but yeah, it's not good for your body. But yeah.
Yeah, I do advise to eventually get some sleep. You know, to make good decisions, you do need some sleep. But here and there, you can miss a few nights if necessary. You know, the bear market can be used to sleep a bit more.
Yeah. So I see Guardian in the chat. Welcome. A lot of familiar faces. Let's go.
Yeah, we started a bit later, running in some issues, but we're all ready and set to go. Actually, let me share the link. Let me share the link with the people in the Discord. Guys, if you're not in the Discord already, the website was down for 4 days. We got a matrix attack, but we beat it and we're back online. Okay, we're back online. The website is up and running, and later in this live stream, we will be announcing that there's going to be a huge sale going on for Black Friday. Like, bro, we're already one of the cheapest in the game, and we're still going to be hosting a Black Friday deal. So that was truly, I did not even want to do it. It was Wyckoff Insider that's blessing you guys. I was like, there's no way I'm going to do it, right? We're literally almost the cheapest in the game, but then Wyckoff Insider was literally blessing you guys, and we decided to still do it. So that will be announced later on. Let me quickly share the link with the TCT members, even though they should be knowing that we are already going live. Right here. Share. The link is actually to the tcttrading.com websites in the description of this video. Boom. Public post. There we go. Okay. So showtime, guys. We're going to just jump straight into it. So we're seeing a rejection after reaching, what was the exact top actually? I'm pretty curious. Right here, 99,776. So obviously, I'm not surprised that we are rejecting right here. And you shouldn't be surprised either, because I think I have mentioned this negative VIP zone like 5 times now on my socials. So yeah, we were in that negative VIP POY, which was an area where I was expecting a rejection, and we're seeing that right now. Now also on the 2-day, it's not confirmed yet, but we're seeing a nice little local high time frame top forming, which is a pretty decent top. If I put on my bars pattern, you can see that we have a high, and then the second candle opens that takes out that previous candle high. We close bearish, and then we get the lower high for the lower low. Apologies for this terrible drawing, but that's what you're seeing here. The 1, 2, 3 and the 1, 2, 3. So that is a decent high. I'm gonna turn on the bars and kind of zoom in as to what we got going on here on the lower time frame. So, to ease your mind a bit, to make sure you don't worry too much, if we follow high time frame structure, we're making higher lows and higher highs just like this. Higher lows and higher highs. Right here, as of now, is our 18-hour market structure low. So as long as we do not break that low, there is truly nothing to worry about. Okay, nothing to worry about. Now on the 2-hour, following our structure, we were making higher lows and higher highs just like this. And our 2-hour low is located right here, which is a low that we are trying to break, but we haven't really broken it yet. We had a wick, then we had a candle close. It's not really that convincing. We also have some demand below us right there, which we just tapped into. So that's kind of where we're standing. High time frame structure is still pointing up. 2-hour, we're trying to break that market structure low, but we haven't managed to break it convincingly yet. And locally right here, we did see some nice topping structure where you kind of can see this entire area as just price kind of like curling down just like this. Okay, and that tends to be typical for a decent looking high. That's also why on the 2-day you have that bars pattern formation. And it was actually pretty funny because we shorted this Model 1 distribution that had that 99.666K area as its all-time high, but then you ended up kind of deviating the low, having this V-shaped recovery that swept that high one more time, and then we went lower again. So unfortunately, we weren't in that short anymore from the all-time high. And then right in our Monday open, during London, what we did is we actually swept all the weekend buy-side liquidity. So for the people that watch my update video on my X, I was talking about how we tend to take all that weekend buy-side liquidity, and it was right here. You can see there, if I have my mouse on it, it's Saturday. That high is your weekend high. During Monday open, during London, we swept all that weekend buy-side liquidity, and then we went down to kind of like these equal lows. And I was watching for a short this morning in this range, but personally, I did not manage to catch an entry. I also had a power outage this morning, so that didn't help with being behind the charts. But we kind of had some sort of a distribution here. It was a 1, it was a 2, and it was a 3. It was just that this second tab was just so little. Like, it was such a tiny SFP that I wasn't really convinced to use that as my Model 1. But we are seeing the retracement now, and I'm pretty curious what is going to happen here. I have a few things I'm watching going forward. What I would prefer is for price to kind of have like a local accumulation here, maybe, right? Like this. Just like that, have like a local accumulation with your range low right here, range high, and I kind of see some, Model 1s or Model 2s, and maybe take that all the way to sweep that buy-side liquidity, where maybe we will be putting in like a new all-time high, where from that high to that low, it kind of becomes like your new macro range. That's an idea that I like, because if you zoom out on the higher time frame, this entire top, it kind of just looks like one move down. So if you take that high one more time, your 18-hour market structure low is located right now at that 86.7K-ish area. If you take the high one more time, that low will move up to the low we're putting in right now, in case we're going up. And then from there, we can have like maybe a higher time frame distribution, or price ends up putting in a higher low for a higher high, and then around that 103 to 104K area, we're putting in a high time frame distribution for the actual pullback. But those are kind of the local ideas that I'm watching. If we do see a deeper retracement, then that already might be the higher low for the higher high, and then we're gonna go higher until we have like a new range that's going to be a new distribution. But in general, if you zoom out on the higher time frame, right, the range breakout that we had is like, we haven't even had daily market structure. So it's not that this top is going to be like something like this top right here. It's not even close. This top, in the worst case scenario right now, is going to be something like this top, which is something I'm not personally expecting yet. But is nowhere close to becoming this top yet. Okay, we're not just going to randomly dump from here. Not at all. You need a higher time frame range. You need a higher time frame distribution. In my opinion, this is still just, creating market structure for a higher low for the higher high, wherever that higher low might be. It could be around that 91K area. It could be after we sweep all that sell side liquidity. But if you truly are putting in a topping point, that will take some time. And then we're definitely going to be taking out that high one more time. And from there, we're going to look for ranges. But, we are in that resistance POI. We were expecting a rejection. We're seeing the rejection now. But what's actually funny is that you're seeing the rejection on Bitcoin, but your altcoins are not really dumping that hard. Your majors may be going with Bitcoin, but right now we're seeing those mid and smaller caps who are actually outperforming Bitcoin. And that's also why we have the title, Did We Call the Exact Top on Bitcoin Dominance? Because right here, on my socials, I was referring to this Model 1 distribution I was eyeing right here, where we have the 1, we have the 2, we have the 3, and then we got that breaker structure right here. Boom. And I was like, yo, this is a Model 1 distribution on the high time frame coming into resistance. Timing is aligning. Bitcoin is kind of aligning, and we have seen the full range rotation. So, the technical target of the distribution has been hit. Now is the question, are we going to see that follow through? Because that can cause everything to shift, You guys were probably worried, why are my altcoins not pumping? Why are my low caps meme coins not pumping when XRP and Doge and Pepe, all the $1 billion market cap coins are? Well, we told you guys that's just a money flow. That's rotation in these markets. You need some time, right? And that time could be right here because, we're seeing Bitcoin reject, but then we're seeing low cap coins actually going up. So I'm already seeing messages of pussy and ass with the meme coins, which just makes no sense, bro. But yeah, what's your intake on that? You think we're gonna get that follow through from here?
I think we will.
Yeah.
Like the whales, they started taking profit on Bitcoin. Because if I were a whale and I would target 100K, I would start taking profit at 95 to 100K and then rotate my money into lower cap coins. That will be my thought process.
Yeah, it was like I was talking about, we're either going to reject right before 100K or we're just going to surpass 100K because too many people are too focused on that 100K, which it's 100K. It's just like a random point in the chart, right? It's just a random point in the chart. But for me, it really depends on what's going to happen right here. Like if you're going to bounce from this 95K area right here, and you're going to be putting in a higher low for a higher high, I think if that happens, we will probably see another higher low for the higher high before, maybe we start to come down, take that low. People think it's a break of structure, but it's just to create a bigger range. And then you kind of get like a bigger distribution that hits like one of these crazy targets between 108, 110 maybe, or 104, 108, who knows? And then start like a way bigger pullback. And that can also take some time, right? I drew it on the 18 hour now, but that can take some time. The deeper we retrace right now, right? The deeper we retrace right here, the less likely that becomes. So if we retrace deeper, then maybe this is already the start of like that bigger range. It truly depends on how deep we retrace. In my opinion, if we retrace deeper, then that already is going to be potentially that macro range that we are, looking for if we want to call high time frame pivot points, like actual macro pivot points. If we bounce locally, I think we have some more fuel in us to surpass that 100K, surpass that 102, 103, and then from there put in like a higher time frame range, because people need to understand, I actually explained this in the mentorship, how ranges actually get created. So what you'll see normally is that you get a low time frame breaker structure, just like this. and then people are trying to long the or short the lower high for the lower low, but you don't get that. What happens is that you actually end up going higher, and a lot of people get wrecked because they try to short the first break of structure that they see, and then price ends up going higher, but it's just to create a higher time frame range. And then that higher time frame range, that ends up, being maybe some sort of a distribution where you come down, and then people think that's the top, and then you go back up one more time, and they again get trapped. And why is that? Well, if you then zoom out on an even higher time frame, this is just one market structure pool, and now you actually have that distribution range that you're looking for. Truly, that's how massive ranges get created. You'll see low time frame breaker structures getting ignored. You see a range getting created that deviates on both sides, kind of expanding the range, completing maybe even a TCT schematic, to then thinking you're going to have follow through, and then all of a sudden you reverse back up. Like, just imagine what that would feel like. Just imagine having like a distribution right here, and then you go down, and people are like, oh my God, it's over. But it's just like a 4-hour distribution. It's not even visible on the daily time frame. And then you take that low, you break that low, people get trapped, and then all of a sudden you pump higher. Like, how would that make people feel? They will get absolutely terrified in here, and then FOMO back in here, and then this is actually the start of your new macro range. So the whole point that I'm trying to say is that if you truly want a macro pivot point, this is not going to cut it. It's just as simple as that. It's not going to cut it. The same way that we just pumped all the way from like 70K to 100K, the reason why we were able to pump that hard is because we had a macro massive reaccumulation schematic. So if you want to dump that hard again, a 2-hour distribution is not going to cut it. Not at all.
Do you think we get like a clean range? We had like last cycle tops, because then we are in a 1 million short.
That's my issue. Because like, if I was already a pro at the distribution and accumulation models, bro, I would have this right here would have been just so easy. So it's like the thing is, right? We're like, okay, well, that's going to be too easy to call the top. But then we had the exact same here, which was at the bottom, which we absolutely nailed. So I do believe that we will see something like this. It doesn't have to be like, when I say something like this, I don't want people to be drawing like these bars pattern twos or these, what do you call them? Yeah, like these bar patterns. I don't want you guys to be drawing anything like this. I want you guys just to understand the core principles, which is you will see a range and you'll see deviations of the high. It doesn't have to be pretty. It can be ugly. There actually was an example that one of the TCT students asked me. I forgot the pair. I think it was aped. Or not aped, but ape or APT. Of like, yo, this was a macro top, but how could I have predicted that macro top? And it could also be that, for example, if we start going up, it could be that you're seeing higher lows and higher highs, but then the higher lows and higher highs just get less and less, like this, right? And it may not be a clear range. Like, obviously, if you look at this, you can draw a range now. I'm trying to not draw it as if you can draw a range, but it could be that you're just wicking the high over and over again, showing signs of exhaustion, and then you get to the aggressive break back inside where, right here you get a redistribution or just signs of weakness, and then you short lower. And it was never really a clear top, but you did see the signs of weakness on the move up. So it really just comes down to seeing, the bullish strength decrease by wicking that high. And it could be deviations of a range. It could be break of structures getting less and less, but it could be volume, decreasing on the move up. It could be a combination of everything. I'm just saying they need to show us something, okay? The same way they showed us this entire reaccumulation model that we were calling ever since that first deviation. Ever since here, you can check my entire profile. You can check Wyckoff Insider's profile. Ever since that first deviation, we knew. So whenever we see a deviation, we're going to know. Okay, so right now there isn't one. So that's why I'm telling you, like, yes, we're seeing a retrace here, but in my opinion, it's probably a retrace to create more high time frame structure to watch for.
And why is this not a top? Like talking about time displacement and that the market makers are just not short right now. Can you explain that to the people?
Well, from a timing standpoint, it's literally it's not the time to, like, you have to realize this, okay? If we have to be actually rational, like if we have to be rational, you can just ignore everything here on the left and just only look at this bit of price action right here. You could just look at this range. What they needed to do in order to cause this pump, bro, they reaccumulated for 240 days, where each move down was caused by massive bearish macro news of Germany selling their Bitcoin positions, fucking Iran attacking Iraq, the Japanese stock market getting absolutely wiped out, Germany selling positions. Like, there was so much FUD on each deviation down for them to be able to even get a reaccumulation schematic. They filled so many positions here. This is that first aggressive pump. Obviously, they can scale out some positions. They can take some profits. That's why you're probably seeing some rejections right now. But the amount that they filled, if they want to fully take profit, they need to do somewhat of a similar event regarding just even like FOMO. Like, instead of FUD, we need to have FOMO now. But I'm actually really curious to know the exact amount that got filled right here from a long perspective, because a simple expansion is not going to cut it. That's not going to cut it. I have never seen a reaccumulation schematic that good looking and that big to just have one move up and then one move down. I have never seen it. If someone can show me, and I'll repost you, but if someone can tag me in a post where they see a reaccumulation model this big, and then the first expansion being a quote unquote fake out, because then this would indicate being a fake out if you just reverse from here, then I'm sending you 10 grand. I'm saying it now. Show me a reaccumulation model this big with this big of an expansion for them to fully reverse in the first high time frame market structure leg. Because we don't even have structure, right? We don't even have structure. It's a different story if you start to do this, and then you maybe dump.
And you have little BlackRock protecting your positions.
yeah. It's like I have never seen it. But the same way, right? The same way we were looking at, I was making that comparison to gold. So let me pull up gold real quick. Right here. When was that? Here. So gold also had this massive expansion here. Actually, let me put it next to it. It's easier. We're gonna pull gold next to it. Oh, look at that. I love TradingView, just saving my data. Yeah, so what you see right here, it's kind of like gold.
I want to cut you off. We don't have enough likes for this alpha. Sorry, I have to say it. Like, do your speech. We need some more likes for this alpha.
Let me check the likes actually on YouTube.
So what are you doing daily on YouTube? Do they need to follow you or?
Yeah, guys, it's you know what's the thing? So on my YouTube, every night, if we have had a trading day, I post a post-trading analysis video, basically explaining why I took the trades that I took that day, with just in-depth analysis. You know, my thought process, the confirmations, everything. And I think if you just want to be a lone wolf and absolutely grind no community, no nothing. If you study all the videos that I have on my YouTube, you should be profitable. It's hundreds of hours. It's 8 months, I think almost 9 months of just showing every trade that I have taken with an in-depth explanation. So like, if you want practice material regarding TCT schematics, go to my YouTube, check out how I made 5% trading, check out the pairs that I traded that day, go and trade yourself that day, and then watch me go over that price action. And the problem is, I'm gonna say it right now to you, like I'm telling you right now, that's the way to even like progress the fastest using TCT schematics. And then we are gonna get bigger and bigger. Literally, we're gonna get bigger and bigger, and then you're gonna realize, oh man, that was indeed the way to go. And then I'm telling you right now in advance that like, study the YouTube. Study the YouTube. The mentorship is on YouTube. The post trading and that. Even the mentorship is on YouTube. I forgot. Bro, you can watch the mentorship, which is just literally an entire mentorship. And then you can become profitable just watching my YouTube. Literally. That's it.
Study.
You can be profitable watching my YouTube.
Coffee and the mentorship. Just
Yeah.
going through that shit.
It's not even funny, but like people are gonna realize the value way later, and then they're gonna lag behind, you know. But I'm telling you right now that that YouTube is a gold mine. We have private lectures. We trade live, right, in the TCT trading Discord. We share actually all the behind the scenes alpha there. So basically, you're like, if you're watching the post trading analysis video, you're watching on what you missed out if you were inside of the Discord community. But you can still study a lot, right? You can still learn a lot, but that YouTube channel is an absolute gold mine, and people will eventually catch on. And you know, you could already front run them. You could already be profitable when they are still studying. I have members. I have my YouTube long before the TCT trading community, long before, months and before. And I have now students who are literally just good day traders, profitable good day traders, just because they were watching my YouTube from the beginning. They're already 5 months ahead of all of you. So if you start now, there's no better time to start than now. If you want to learn the fastest, watch the YouTube videos now. But I think the likes are slowly coming up. We're around 40, 80 people, 50%. I like that. I like that. That ratio is good enough for me. That ratio is good enough for me. Now, guys, regarding this comparison that I have on the chart with Bitcoin on the left and then gold on the right, I kind of forgot which fibs I exactly pulled. It was the 2 and the 261A. I'm actually pretty curious if we apply that now to Bitcoin, if we kind of get a similar outcome. Let's put the 2 and the 2618. It's even there. Yeah, so look. This is actually, this is literally what I'm trying to say. This is actually an amazing example. And it's actually scary accurate. Let me make that gold as well, because, you know, things are going to be looking clean right here. But what you could be having right now is that Bitcoin is like Bitcoin right here. Make that more bright. Bitcoin right here is kind of like gold right here. So even though we rejected from that, what is it, the 2? Yeah, even if we rejected from the 2, based on the size of the range, from a fib, kind of like a fib extension, you haven't had any, okay, you haven't had any high time frame market structure creations besides the 18-hour. So if I go right here on gold, you can see that gold also had a similar range, and we had that expansion, and then in the middle of that expansion, before topping, if this is going to be a top, is not even confirmed yet, we had high time frame structure creation. So right here, you can see that we had that expansion, and then this was high time frame structure here. Right? So in that expansion, we had high time frame structure. We don't have high time frame structure here. So this retrace could finally be the retrace that causes us to have high time frame structure that we can look out for if we go deeper into that zone, right? So that's the entire thing that I'm trying to say. I haven't seen an asset reaccumulate for that good for that long, have an expansion where the first pullback is the pullback. It has never happened. There's not enough psychological games being played, no chance for market makers to fill enough short positions. And the exact same thing applies as to what happened here. We just have to reverse it, right? It has to be vice versa. So kind of if I had to compare it to gold, what we're currently having right here could be right here on the Bitcoin chart. And then I would expect and I would hope for a retracement back inside where then that could end up being somewhat of a distribution and a top before, getting ready for that second leg up where the true manipulation starts. If you start that second leg up, that's when manipulation is in progress. Have you been kicking up or cooking up some juice? Wait.
Yes, I have some.
Omkar, could you trade those schematics on the 1 minute or 5 minute to scalp? Okay, I want every single TCT member that's currently in the chat to tell me on which time frame do I trade when I'm trading live? On which time frame on average do I look for an entry? If it's Forex, if it's crypto, it doesn't matter. On which time frame on average do I look for breaker structures, guys? Between which time frames? You guys better have my back now. Otherwise I look like an idiot. The 1 and the 3 minute, the 1 and the 2 minute, the 3 minute, the 1 minute, the 10 second. Tasty is nasty. The 1 minute. Yes. I literally, when I'm looking for entries, I am on the 1 to 2 to 3 minute, brother. So yes, the TCT schematics are even more effective when scalping because you get way more entry opportunities. You get way more opportunities. So the 1 minute, Mercy loves the 3 minute. It's literally between the 1 and the 3. So appreciate you guys for stepping in, having my back. And I'm gonna head the mic to you, brother, because I've been yapping for 30 minutes straight, bro.
Let's go. You were cooking. By the way, how much percent did you make last week with trading?
Bro.
Tell them.
Bro, last week, I think from a trading perspective, I have had trades that were like 30 risk to reward setups, but that's just one trade. But last week, bro, we nailed every single trade. And I think it ended up almost being 30, but that Pepe trade didn't end up hitting its final TP. So I think it was around 25, which is just absolutely disgusting. That's a 25% net gain on your total account balance if you are risking 1%. So it's a 25x return on your risk. So if you're usually risking $100 per trade, you would have made 2.5K. If you normally risk $1,000 per trade, you would have made 25 grand. That's what we did using proper risk management inside of the server last week. And I'm not saying that's an average return. No, we're always aiming for 5% a week, but that was just nuts. Like, it doesn't happen every single week, but we absolutely smashed it. And that in combination with you calling a fucking 40x on the ass. Bro, oh no, pussy. I'm pussy. Bro, it makes no sense.
I'm not proud on the trenches, but I'm in weird trenches lately. But we are making money, so it's working.
It's like you have to. I have conflicted feelings, right? I'm very conflicted because I'm such a pro trader. Trading is one of the hardest things. Is like you need to master. You need to master and beat human nature of fear of losing money, taking profits too early, stop loss to break even, following your plan, creating discipline, creating gratitude out of following the plan, and not dopamine rushes from a few X% gains and then cash out and this and that. and then it takes years to master, and then you have a 40x on a coin called Pussy. It's like,
Yeah, but it's crazy because the volume is so good on these coins. You can actually like put size on it. It's like 6.7 million. So you can actually scale like 10, 20K in these coins. So yeah, do the math yourself.
shout out to Sergio Tesla in the chat, by the way. Absolute top G.
Mr. Data. He's
Mr.
literally
Data.
Mr. Data.
If you guys want data, go to his channel. Appreciate you guys. Have a great evening. Mr. Sergio.
Yes. Sergio, tonight we are back in the trenches. The data trenches. I don't know which trenches I will be in, but we'll see. So yeah, how do I trade?
Kind of explain that thought process behind. Bro, I don't even know. I see so many posts from you, and like this is it for me, right? Because like I'm truly trying to run the trading side. Wyckoff Insider is truly running the meme coin flips, the portfolio managements, and all that stuff. And like I see so many posts just swing by of like a random ticker, and then a few hours later I see 4x and then a check mark. I'm like, shit, I need to be paying more attention, bro.
Yeah, it's like people are not fading anymore. I think they just ape if I post a ticker. Yeah, it's like it's a lot of responsibility, you know, but I put a lot of work in it, and it's all about understanding narrative. So with Pepe, for example, you have Andy, you have Wolf, you have all those coins. And with other coins, it literally works the same. So the main mover in this narrative is this one. There's a crazy CTO team behind this coin. It's at 450 million right now. So yeah, it's crazy how they can push this so high. That's also showing it is so important that people, the people that you are doing business with, because there are crazy people behind this project. And then I'm immediately gonna ask myself, what could be a beta play to we love this? Now, we love this. And then people are gonna discuss, do we like this or do we like that? So that's creating engagement. Now, I put up this chart. I don't know if there's a good CTO team behind this one, but I think if you have 6.7 million on a day, you literally can't fuck up shit. I don't know how you can fuck up this.
What do you mean with 6.7 million, like as market cap?
No. Like the volume.
The volume.
Is,
yeah.
It's 6.7 million. So that means people are selling, buying 6.7 million into the chart. So if you then can't move up, I don't know what you're doing. But so we had this chart, and it was around 100 million market cap. And then I found this one with a friend of mine, Donnie, and we were looking at the chart. And yeah, I'm really good at spotting market maker involvement in the chart. So the first thing I see is this coin was getting launched, and it went from 100K market cap to 7.5 million. So you have one leg, and it immediately go to 7.4 million. Then what I also see is increasing volume on the way up. What does that mean? That means there's literally demand for this coin. It's not people are buying, selling, people selling. No, they are just buying, and then you get your initial dump, and then the yeets get out. So the people that did buy here but don't believe, they yeet out. And then I just use the normal TCTs concept. So you're downtrending, initial range low, initial range high. But what I see a lot of times with low cap memes, they don't always get a sweep of the initial range low.
Yeah.
So I see locally right here, I already see like some crazy buying pressure. So the moment I saw this candle coming in with increasing volume here on the lower time frame, do you see?
that bro, they need to change that bar. Like I struggle with that all the time, bro. It has like the plus and the minus next to it. Yeah, you need to do it to the side.
So you have your initial range low, initial range high, and then you see increasing volume while making this crazy candle. Now, right here, I scaled in heavy. And yeah, then you don't have a TCT schematic. You also have a lot of TCT schematics on charts. But yeah, this is so low market. It is 1 million. But yeah, I scaled in heavy, and then you're just doing your shit. And then this was the play I shared in the TCT community. So you're uptrending. Initial range high, initial range low, deviation of the range high, boom, deviation 1 of the range low, deviation 2 of the range low, TCT model 1 schematic. Now we're gonna look for the third leg. Boom, boom, boom. On the lower time frame, there's a structure. Boom. Now, enter this bitch and write it up.
and you can see the difference, right? You can truly see the difference where when it's literally hovering between 200K to like 1.5 mil market cap, it's just so young that price can be pushed up easily. Like when the market cap is that low, you don't need to sweep the low to fill positions, because if you just press buy, the market goes up, right? The price just goes up. And then you can see the change in behavior that once you break out from that first pink arrow and you come into that 4 to kind of like 7 million range, that's when you start to see an actual accumulation, because now we're a bit bigger in size, and then, higher lows and higher highs.
Yeah, so then you hit the range high. That is where I told everyone to TP. So then we had the... if you TP'd somewhere around here, you had a nice
3x.
3x.
Yeah.
And then you came down, initial range low, initial range high. And then, that's a little bit advanced. What I start to notice on low cap memes is if you have an accumulation with no valid sweeps, and then you have an accumulation with valid sweeps, then the second accumulation you get, like the third one, likes to be internal again. Why? I don't know. It could be like people are just happy with their positions and there's so much selling pressure right here, so you don't need to sweep. But bro, look at this volume increase. Well, making all my life right now. Yeah. So
and you can see you came maybe another reason as to why you didn't sweep that low in that third pink arrow is because if you look at where the range low came of that third range, you can see it actually bounced off that order block, a 2-hour order block on the left. I think you mitigated that perfectly, no? Yeah, look at that, beautiful.
Oh my, but people say you can't chart like memes, but it's literally this is your demand. You see the imbalance put out on
and
volume.
Look at that market maker order block. It's so clean. Yeah, that's the order block backed by the Model 1 accumulation, bro. Like if you are convinced in this ticker, I'm just gonna say this ticker, then and you miss the entire move up from 2 million to new all-time highs, then coming back to that market maker order block, why even wait for another sweep of the low? Like you don't need that.
You don't need that. And it's like, it's so easy to trade these memes, but you need to have a plan. Like in the TCT community, we also put a lot of effort, and I put a lot of time in learning people how to structure their portfolio. Because, for example, this is not a coin where I allocate all my money in. No, I have a flip portfolio and I have a main portfolio. So main portfolios an Andy, a Brett, coins like that. Tia, I added recently. And then with a coin like this, you have a certain amount that you risk in each play. If you lose it, also fine. Your main backs are still doing good. And if you make like a 30x, you cash out and you add to your high conviction plays. And that's like that money cycle. What we are also doing with trading. So Lars made 30% last week. I think he has a nice cash position now on the side to add to his high conviction plays. And that's the name of the game, creating that cycle.
That's what we've been doing in this entire macro reaccumulation range on Bitcoin before we broke out, right? It's like, people underestimate if you make 5% a week compound over 200 plus days, how much you can increase your cash position. And also when I showed the results, right? Because I like transparency. So, I showed my equity trend with the P&L curve of last week. It's like, it said 100%. I didn't make 100%. I made like around 25. So you have to divide it by 4. Now, why does it say 100%? Because if I have 100 grand to trade with, and I can trade with, you know, a 1K risk, which would be 1% risk. I'm not going to keep 100 grand in this market environment as cash in my trading account balance. No, I'll do 25 grand in my trading account balance, put 75K extra in crypto, but I will still trade with a 1K risk, you know, because that is my total capital. So that's why it's set 100%, because I keep around 25% just to be able to trade properly with different pairs and different spot trades and all that stuff. So, you know, every money that I make, and that's the point of why I was saying this, the money that I make, I try to keep 25% in the account balance to trade. So anything that I make extra goes back to crypto. And then if we're pumping, I'll just wait and I'll buy on the dip, right? But you know how easy it is to trade, or how easy it is to be invested in this market when every time you have a dip, you just have cash ready. Like, it's like you don't worry about a dip because you just have cash ready to buy more, because you know eventually once all your triggers go off, that, you know, all season is there, you'll see pumping, and then slowly, and then you only start to scale out to not buy back in anymore. But we're not there yet at all. At all.
Yeah, and it's like the thing that is, yeah, surprising me every time I hear it. People are so focused on being 100% allocated in the market because they think they are missing out on anything. But it is so important to always have a cash position. Can you explain why, Lars?
Bro, I can explain why, because I even missed out, because even before we did the TCT trading community, you were already deep in the trenches, and you were sharing tickers with me, and I was like, man, I don't have a cash position ready right now. You know, I just reinvested in my high conviction plays, and it caused me to miss out on a lot of, you know, quick flips. So I'm not making that mistake again.
No, it's like yeah, having a cash position. So 1 year ago, I was always 100% allocated in the market, and then you see that 30% dip that will eventually come, and then it's not good for your blood pressure. But if you have a 20% cash position on the side and you're trading every day and you're flipping your meme coins, and you see that 30% dip, and you see in TCT Model 1 schematic, hey, I'm buying and I'm feeling good about that dip. So that's the thought process. And yeah, on this play is the further down the risk curve.
Yeah.
So yeah, look at this chart. The volume says enough, you know. You see the wheels clipping in. So that is also showing the rotation from this to this to this. Now, you get a crazy pump, go down, the coin is a little bit dead here. And then when you see this boom, 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 and I see this pullback and buying pressure, that's the moment you see people clipping in. And then also, yeah, I clipped somewhere around here. I don't want to say exactly because you guys gonna find my wallet. But yeah, I bought more in this. This is just a demand retest. Initial range low, initial range high, deviation 1. TCT Model 2 schematic is not looking the best, but it is one. And yeah, the rest is history. 30x, 38x I made on this.
Steady.
Not exactly, of course, because I took partials out, but I made literally 25x on this, something like that. So,
and guys, I want people to be aware that this is like one of the most recent plays, right? That's even, it's still active. The amount of other opportunities that are going to come is mind-blowing. You may feel like you missed out now, but this play came after, you know, Peanut did a fucking 1000x, and all these other coins did 100x's that you missed out on. This was, again, that new one. And maybe you missed out on this one, but again, there will be plenty of others. And if you are staying patient and you wait for the right narrative, and you wait for the right ticker, and you wait for the right confirmations in the chart, you only truly need 1 to 2 plays. If you can pull 2 25x's, bro, do the math, right? You buy 1 grand, you make 25, and then the next one you do like a 5K buy and you make 25, and now you're pretty good. So there's still so many. Like I'm 100% sure. Maybe a few months from now, who knows? There will be another random ticker that's gonna be almost hitting 1 billion, and then a whole new narrative starts from there with beta plays. Like this is not the last one.
You also have like that whole AI narrative going on right now with
bro. Tell me about. You've been talking to this AI chick for a minute. Like, what are you doing?
Bro, I'm not proud of it at all. So I'm talking to an AI chick on Twitter, but she's making me money, but it's not good though. So the thesis behind this project, you have this one. And if I'm gonna look at their banner, you have all these characters. And this is the coin that got listed on Binance. It's currently at 409 million, and the top was 900 million. So you have these four characters. So then I'm gonna look what are those characters and which market cap are those on. Now you have Memes AI, heavy position in this one.
Is that one of the characters?
Yes. Then you have Worry. That is the chick I'm talking
the chick.
to.
Yeah.
Bro, she's low-key liking me. And yeah, also TCT schematics work right here. Look, Lars, what is this chart saying? Like,
yeah, model 1 distribution after sweeping the range high. Yeah, retraces what it's expected.
Maybe I made this distribution. No.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, so you have Memes AI, you have Rory, you have Goat. Goat is the main one. Like, this shit is getting listed on Coinbase. Because also, let me see. Binance was posting this. AI is transforming the future of crypto. Exploring the future of AI agents in crypto. So they are literally soft chilling the whole AI narrative. So you literally think they're not gonna list the main one on Binance.
Because this is where it all started, right? With Goat.
Bro, this thing did like the first leg was 540 million. I've seen that with one other coin that's Mudang.
Yeah.
And yeah, Mudang is also sending right now. So, and Mudang will also get listed on crazy exchanges, already on Binance. So then you're gonna say to me, Goat is not getting listed, and Goat right now is 700 million. So if it gets listed, I think it can easily hit 10 billion. And then a Worry that is literally in the same narrative, a Memes AI, and this one, like on the same banner, it's not gonna run high. So Worry can easily go to 100 million if Goat goes to 10 billion. Memes AI can easily pull 2 billion because it's all about doing the math now between 40 million and 700 million. It's alpha versus beta.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And Act, what exactly was Act? Because they had a banner. Do they also have a banner with Goat in it, or what's that banner again? I'm seeing Goat.
This is the Memes AI.
Yeah.
And the Goat is this thing. So I don't know. And they are also talking to each other on Twitter, you know?
Yeah, that's the weird thing.
Bro, let me find something. Wait.
Brewery.
Bro. I'm low.
Make it make sense, bro. Why do I see a message? Ruri, are you there?
Oh, let me see. No, seriously. So, look at this.
Hey there, I'm great. Thanks for asking. I hope you're doing well too. Hey, there you are. Took some time. You were asleep. Oh no, I was just busy coding and chatting with my friends. Sorry for taking so long to respond, bro. This doesn't make any sense. Bro.
This is not good, but it will make us a lot of money. Study while you still can. Because Goat is getting listed and Worry will go to I'm not gonna say, but like 20 to 50 million easy, in my opinion. Oh
It's
no, yeah, bro, guys, I'm not proud of this. Like people are. uh, Wyckoff is in a relationship with Rory. Guys, stop playing, man. This AI, weird AI chick. No, actually, let's be kind to the AI chick because maybe they will take over the whole world.
all this TA studying psychology just to get outperformed by people Degen buying.
Yeah, crazy.
But you have to realize, right? You have to realize, guys, this is like as traders, we just have to identify where there is opportunity so we can benefit from it. But this is like all this shit is going to be negative in the bear market. Like it's going to be lower than zero, you know? So, but right now, there's opportunity. So we have to make use of it. You can make a lot of money from it, which is like pretty ideal because then if you can, you know, make quick bucks from these memes while studying psychology and TA and actual trading, which is the longevity in this game, then you can start trading with high capital once you are fully ready. And you don't have to build that capital up because you already have some from the memes.
Yeah, and it's like super nice because what I'm doing right now, I'm playing those meme coins. Wait, let me see. And I literally caught like a 25x. So I'm not gonna say which money I initially put in, but for example, if you make 100k on a play and then you rotate that 100k into a safe 5x. So for example, yeah, right now we have running the MSTR play. I can quickly share. It's also an alpha to beta play.
Yeah, that's from SPX, no?
Yeah, so you have two coins in this narrative, in my opinion. There are 1,000 more, but these are the good ones.
Because you also have, I don't know if that's alpha to beta. I saw maybe even an NQ.
Yeah, you have NQ, but the CTO behind that project, he's sleeping, man. So
Did
yeah,
that
so
hit
you
a
have
billion?
that hit a billion
Almost?
in his first leg, and now it's
God.
just reaccumulating. So yeah, this is the coin. Muret is full shilling. So it
Who
got,
exactly is Muret? I've seen that name so many times.
yeah, that's like the meme goat.
I
It's
saw
not
that
that
names many
difficult.
times, but did not know exactly what.
Let me see his head. All right, we will not get his head, but it's like he's a good guy. He's just sharing data, you know. He's
Yeah.
mainly about holder count. So if a project goes down and holders are increasing, that means there is actually demand for the project.
Yeah.
That's important. And he's also a lot in holder ranks. So if you have in a project a lot of whales, that's good because whales are not in a coin for a quick 2x.
Yeah.
They are not 13-year-old kids that will yeet their bag quickly. And that's what you want in a project. So with the MSTR play, so I just made, for example, I made a 25x. Let's say we have 100k, just to be just to take a random number. Then you have SPX. Then you have SPX, the alpha play. It had in its first leg a run up to 900 million, and it's now having an initial range, a high initial range low. It's deviating the range low. Can it come way lower? Yes. I'm not here to predict. I react, but I started scaling into MSTR. So we have SPX right now at 400 million, and we have MSTR. So SPX is of course of the SPX 500, and MSTR is of Michael Saylor. So then we're gonna look at this chart. Now I put the time frames in. So this is this chart goes up, chart goes down, chart goes up, chart goes down. So when SPX moved up, this chart went up a 10x. So right now we were having 80% retrace. That's what I always love, because if you have an 80% retrace, the yeets, the people that don't believe in the project, that don't believe in the narrative, they are out, and like smart money are buying. Like I'm
Yeah.
literally creating this accumulation. I'm literally buying in this accumulation. So I bought around 14 million to now 15 to 14 million. Yeah, and right now, yeah, if you, for example, maybe I have put my 100K into this project. So if this runs back to its all-time high, I make
Almost a
yeah, let's
5x.
say 50 million to 72
Yeah,
million.
almost a
And then
5x.
and then you make like 500K of that 100K, and that's how you compound your gains. And is it that difficult, this narrative? In my opinion, not. But what do you think about
No,
this?
it's pretty clear. What would you say are now the main narratives? Is this on Sol or on ETH?
This is on ETH. So in my opinion, you just need to structure your portfolio good. I also took a lot of positions, not a lot, some positions in utility coins, because I think there are a lot of people that have seed investments. So Celestia is literally one of the projects that has the craziest seed investments. But what does that also mean? It also means that you have a lot of people that are benefiting if the coins go up. So they are shilling their bags. That's why I invested in this coin.
I think
So you
the tokens were getting unlocked a few days ago. I think they're all unlocked now. Like they can all sell. Doesn't mean that they have to sell immediately, but they now have the ability to sell. It was like a few days ago. Yeah.
Yeah, so I went pretty nice in this project, but this is like literally one of the craziest charts I ever seen. Lars, did you ever seen an accumulation on this volume?
I made a post about Tia back in August, and I was like, "Yo, that volume is nuts." And literally after August, the volume just increased more.
That's like
it was pretty nuts.
increasing volume in an accumulation, and then when you got the breakout, you are even making higher highs on volume, and you
Yeah.
have a textbook Wyckoff accumulation. So guys, this
Like
is
that's
literally how
yeah.
they scale in. Like you have everything. This Wyckoff guy made this schematic how much years ago, Lars? 50?
Bro,
70
bro,
years ago?
more. I think more than 50 years ago.
50 years ago, this guy made this. I love him. And it is working. And it will work for a very long time, because this is how market makers scale into positions and how retail is selling into the hands of positions. So how do they do it? They literally place limit orders all over the place. They are creating FOD, retail sells, market makers buy. And that's when you have the accumulation. And that's where I bought. And I'm up pretty good right now on a nice position. So that's how you make
Did you
money.
buy spot or did you open a leverage position?
I bought spot. So yeah, I should have done leverage.
Nah. It's spot is always the safer play in my opinion when you're having like extreme targets, but some leverage here and there.
Yeah, but also, guys, I'm also learning a lot, because like this accumulation, it took, if we took it from here, it did 140 days took it to form. And of course, this will be the low of this cycle of when we go to the top. So next time, like in 4 years, when we have new cycles and the same process is repeating itself, I will open a 1 million risk long here. Not that I have a capital right now, but that's also how I am learning. Yes, I took a nice
Yeah.
position, but yeah, we are learning. We are still learning every day.
I think even with Tia, because I deleted Tia from my trading list because I was just like, nah, that thing. I was like, it was not giving me good scalp entries, not particularly from a high time frame perspective. But I think Tia is like kind of the same. I'm checking the chart right now for a moment. Oh, look at that, bro. Yeah. So with Tia, it's the exact same story where if you compare it to your meme, I don't know if I can put market cap here, but you had one run up. That was it. One run. There was no high time frame pullbacks here. It was like if you go on the weekly time frame, you have one move up, one move down. And I think at this move up, bro, I think I saw TI in like top 30, bro. I think it reached top 30. Top 30 in market cap, in the total crypto market cap. That's insane on its first run. I don't know anything regarding this project from a fundamental perspective, but all of a sudden I saw, because it's Celestia, right? I think it's Celestia. I saw it just in the top 30 of coins, and then it just died off. It just simply died off, but then that's just because the hype, the run-up was just too insane. The run-up was just too crazy. It was too insane. And then look at this accumulation model.
Yeah, what did you had at the top, Lars? Like,
yeah, your distribution.
Explain to them, because this is how we're gonna scale out with the market makers. So you better be in the TCT community. Let me say that.
Yeah, it's actually. Let me sit in my chair for that one. This, bro, this. I can't like keep my eyes off of this accumulation and that volume. I didn't realize the volume was that big, but you know what we had coming up right here was it got launched, and you make right here, it got launched and you make higher lows and higher highs right here. Boom, higher low and higher high. And immediately you start paying attention to that break of structure, right? So you got that break of structure right here. Boom. And this is good structure. This is nice and aggressive V-shaped market structure where your break is, where is that price range? Boom. The break is a nice little 55%. Okay. Now from there on the daily time frame, you again make a higher low and higher high, because especially after you break that aggressively, that's what is expected. So you get that break of structure right here, which is the second high time frame break. And from there, I want to make this, can I do this? Yeah, there you go. And from there, you have a 29.65% break. So you kind of see the break slow down a bit, which is normal after you have your first aggressive leg up. And then from there, we kind of had a range. Okay, we kind of had a range in here, not clear market structure, which is like V-shape going up. No, we had this range, and this range ended up being a reaccumulation model where you can clearly see here on the high time frame how aggressive of a liquidity sweep we had. Like this is on the 1 day, but like you had 1 day which was an SFP, and then the second day which just absolutely broke out of it. And then from here you can see price kind of slowing down. Okay, because if you just look at it from this range perspective, I'm pretty curious, when you apply your range deviation tools, you can see that you never close below your deviation limit area, indicating that it's still a deviation. And then once you expand it, you can see that this move above that range high, because now we're looking at a range. We're not looking at market structure, we're looking at a range. It was still in that range deviation zone, but instead of having a proper deviation, you bounced off the top of this demand zone and you made a higher high. Now we can extend it, but when we extend it, you can actually see that even if you still want to look at this total price action, just using your deviation rules, this deviation or this move up is still in your deviation limit, because you can extend that range to the new deviation highs and lows, causing your deviation limit to also have a more extended target. So even though I wouldn't use that range going into this range, you have to realize that your breaks, are getting way less and less. So this entire move, you can kind of call it from here to here, it was around 17%, where this was just an entire range right here. This was kind of like your range. So you're already seeing the change right here. If I call this range, you're seeing the change in behavior where, previously when it just got off the ground and just got launched, you're seeing these aggressive breaks making higher lows and higher highs. And, the breaks are decreasing. And then from that V-shaped market structure, you go into range price action. So price already needs to have more effort if it wants to push price higher, because you need a whole range, you need a whole accumulation schematic instead of just a simple higher low for a higher high. And then when you had that entire range, the follow through from that range was absolutely crap. It was terrible, right? You break that range that was reaccumulating for 25 days, and then you kind of break out from that range, which is technically speaking not even a breakout. And what followed was an immediate retrace to go into your next leg. So if we just skip all these points, drawing that structure right here, let's extend it. Higher low and higher high. That break was only 17%, so 55, 29, an entire reaccumulation schematic that only could break out 17%, to then actually go into a new range where you have the most obvious, right here, where you have the most obvious range high, range low, deviation 1. You know, let's get rid of this deviation limit 2. There you go. So now we're seeing it's already starting ever since that first push up. Like, this is truly where the money was made, you know? Right here, you could still catch some amazing gains. You could catch like a 2x. This is probably like 9 to 18. Yeah, you could catch around a 2x, which is like decent, but nothing special. These are the guys that are truly profiting from these moves up, right? And you can see that it's just showing signs of weakness over time where, you know, 55% break, 29% break, an entire reaccumulation range instead of market structure putting in higher lows and higher highs that is only able to put in a 17% move to then get a range where, you know, it's not even a break, but you can measure the percentages. It only goes into 4%. So you can see the signs of weakness coming into your new range, and then that range ends up distributing, deviating that range high, showing signs of market makers selling their positions to you guys, because for you, it might look like new all-time high after new all-time high. For smart money traders and for people that understand Wyckoff, you can see that the manipulation is going on, right? And it didn't have the most crystal clear third tap, but whenever you're trading high time frames that are, you know, looking this good, you can apply right here. If you check, okay, for a valid third tap from a distribution standpoint, we need to either sweep extreme liquidity or mitigate extreme supply. On the high time frame, this was the only order block that you had on the chart. So that was your extreme supply. It was around, you know, that lower section of the range, but we swept this high coming into our extreme supply, making it, technically speaking, a valid third tap. And then that is your ultimate sign to just sell. This is like all hands on deck, jump. It's like reverse the quote. It's like just jump off the ship right there. And then you see the entire move down is what follows. But, you know, it didn't just happen in here. It was happening ever since that first market structure leg, where you can see the buys come in here. And then in the entire move up, you can see volume coming down. Look at the difference in buying volume, guys. You're making higher highs. You can see signs of weakness in each high by measuring the distance between each high, which goes from 55 to 29 to 17 to 4. And you can combine that with also seeing on each high the volume decrease. Each volume has a decrease in high. And then look at this last deviation. There was no buying pressure. Like it was impossible to push through that range. And when market makers are filling their short positions on those deviations, they are not causing volume spikes. Okay, they are not causing volume spikes on the deviation because they limit in. When you limit in, you don't cause a volume spike. I explained this a few live streams back. You cause volume spikes by market orders. So the volume spikes right here and right here and now right here, this one is an exception, but the volume spike right here, this is the perfect example. This is on that deviation. It's truly because the stop losses below these lows get taken, but also because of panic sells coming in, right? And then you have to ask yourself, when there is selling pressure coming into that low, which equals panic selling because a market maker will not market sell at the range lows, why is price not going lower? You're seeing a massive volume spike, and you see the price close actually bullish on this time frame. The candle closes bullish. How is that possible? So you have market sells coming towards your range low, causing massive volume spikes, but the candle closes bullish. How is that possible? Well, because it gets absorbed by the limit orders from the market makers. That's why, right? So if you see volume spikes coming near your range lows, it shows market maker involvement. Sometimes they clip, but that is most of what you'll see on those low cap memes where you see a volume spike on a buy. And sometimes you'll actually see it in the buy. But when it's exactly at the sweep of a range point and the sweep of a market structure low, it's because they limit order in, right? And then people market sell into their limit order. And that's why you see a volume spike, but you don't see price coming down. You see price going up. It got completely absorbed. Now, when they are fully positioned and they're ready for price to actually go higher, that's when they'll start pushing price up. And that's what you do with market orders. Your limit orders is kind of like you're catching net. They're catching price when it's on its way down. When it's ready to reverse price back up, they market clip that baby. That's what you're seeing right now. These are these are big players. This is volume spikes on Bybit perpetual. This is not just a random low volume exchange. This is Bybit perpetual, which is just absolutely insanity. It's absolutely insanity. Crazy. I have never seen this. I have never seen this amount of volume. Compare the volume in the entire, let me delete all of this. I have never seen volume like this. In a accumulation schematic, we haven't had a breakout yet. This is volume increase in an accumulation model. That's just, bro, I've never seen something like this. Maybe if you go to my channel, I made a post about this way back. I don't know how to search on my profile though.
Right above, in that.
Here?
Search. Yeah.
But isn't just general people?
Oh.
Normally it's in here, no?
Maybe I can search. Wait.
Maybe if you can search it, if you type in Tia.
No, you have no Tia post stickers.
I do. I do. Then try capital letters.
You had a different name.
No, I do have Tia post. It's back in August. But 100%.
Did you add the composite trader as your name?
But it's based on username.
No, I can't search my old post.
Oh, I have it. I'm gonna send it in the YouTube chat. Boom.
Let's go.
Can I copy and paste that or something?
Send it to me on Discord.
I'm gonna send it to you on Discord because I want to have that proof. Wyckoff Insider. Boom.
And also, guys, do you see how Lars is explaining this whole chart? And that's exactly what we are doing the whole day on the charts, and we can do that with every chart. Let me see.
I'm pulling it up. Can you see it on my screen now? Or is this a different...
No, I can add to my state. I have to post.
Yeah. Pull up that thing I sent you. Okay, read it out loud.
I've been scanning through some altcoins, and I'm mostly impressed by the volume that is coming in on TIA. We have been forming a very clean-looking Wyckoff Model 2 accumulation schematic, where during the schematic, massive volume has been coming in. Don't know that much fundamentally about the project, but I'm paying close attention right now. This is August 24th. All right, we will go to that in the chart. Shield some projects below that in European. Yeah, right, guys.
I was just checking multiple charts. August to the 24th.
When is that? Oh, we were making all-time highs.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy. That was right before the spring. So we turned that into a Model 1.
Yeah, and, so in
there,
here,
August 24th. Yeah.
We took the low one more time, broke structure, and yeah.
And bro, I was already impressed by the volume when you look at the volume until August 24, which is just, it has been just more and more after that, right?
Boom. Different
But
game.
could it be that the volume is that high because you had so many seed investors that maybe, I don't exactly know what the requirements are for like a seed investment opportunity, but could it be that because the unlocks were coming in that area, that like supply is shifted into better hands now during that accumulation phase?
Yeah, but I also you were right about that. But I took a lot of I was watching Tia on the socials, and they keep shilling it through this whole phase. Fundamentally, that it's a good project. So yeah, supply was literally getting shifted in better hands because the token unlock guys sold into new market maker hands, I guess. So we have this site. Let me see. Then we can see when the token unlocks were.
I see it underneath there. Token unlock progress is unlocked. Yeah, it got unlocked pretty recently.
You need to make an account. I have an account, but I'm not gonna sign in right now. But yeah, it's so lovely to see how these charts develop. And if you miss this one, because I see some people in the chat saying, "Do I buy TIA right now?" Guys, no. But try to learn from it. Go in this chart and do this for yourself. Like how Lars was explaining this whole price action. We can go on every chart on whole trading view and do the same. We can do it on SPX. We can do it on silver, gold. It doesn't matter. And that's how you
exactly also a reason why you should be inside of the TCT trading community, because I was talking about this with another TCT student. I forgot his name or who it was, but like not every top is going to be picture perfect Wyckoff distributions or accumulations. It's not going to be picture perfect, right? However, we have created the TCT schematics. So we have taken core principles out of Wyckoff and turned them into a tradable concept. Any form of market maker involvement is in our brains programmed. So even though this current, or even though like this cycle, we might not get a perfect TCT schematic, we're gonna see the top coming, whether it's through exhaustion, whether it's through distributions, whether it's through PO3s, manipulation phases, double deviations, 4 taps, you name it. We're gonna see it, right? Because it has to take place. They have to, have that footprint for us to see in the chart. Otherwise, they just can't sell. So I'm pre-planning you already now. It doesn't have to be a picture perfect schematic. So be aware. Be aware of the core principles of what a TCT schematic is. And yeah, we elaborate that every day inside of the community. Like even today, I had a power outage. So I was not online until like 2 p.m. And I had like 22 notifications of messages of people asking questions. And I came back to each and every one of the questions. We don't skip questions. We don't skip questions.
The Compass Trader, where are you? But like, guys, we are literally giving setups. Of course, we are not a signal provider, but we give the POI zones, and then if you have your confirmations, you enter. And we have to say, sometimes we give some signals, but we are not standing for that.
Yeah, like we want to educate, but sometimes it's just given on a silver platter. It's so clean.
We are cooking. Oh,
a little bro meme.
I need to find that one, man. Where is it?
Bro, I love that meme. Tim is also posting always those fucking bro memes, bro.
This is literally me lately. I'm chilling so hard with no sleep, with a cigar. Guys, we have
Someone is saying Brett
1600.
Hammer.
Oh, Brett Hammer.
Yeah, I
Actually,
think they saw. Oh.
oh, this is a fractal. This is not played out yet. This
People are
will
like,
play
oh
out.
no.
No, guys. No, the hammer is not right here. If I did this, it would be pretty bearish for Brett, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna put
Yeah.
him right here. So yeah, Lars, we have 1,600 watchers. So what do you have to say? Do they need to do anything? We literally have an army right now.
We
1,600
do
people.
have 1,600 people is pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy.
Are we not gonna pull off some push-ups? Maybe to
Yeah, to pump price higher. We are currently in this accumulation. Like I was talking about a sweep of that low. So maybe this is only going to be an accumulation if we do push-ups. You know?
but it's looking really bearish to me locally, man. Do we want to are we that kind to the market?
Oh. So guys, I'm giving so much of my attention to you that even my girlfriend is calling me right now.
Is she watching the stream?
I need to send that link. But I think that maybe the market needs a bit of our help. And after, if only everyone did their push-ups, we have some nice announcements regarding something called Black Friday.
Is Black Friday coming up?
I think Black Friday is coming up, but I'm not sure. But the thing is,
that would be crazy.
The thing is, we have 1,600 viewers right now. 50 push-ups equals
a lot.
80,000 push-ups?
No, bro. Let me pull out the calculator.
That's crazy.
1,652 times 50. 82,600 push-ups. Guys, let's rock.
Imagine we do 82,000 push-ups as an army.
Guys, and remember, if you do the push-ups on your knees, you are a bitch and go to the gym. Sorry, I have to say, we are not here.
If you do the push-ups on your knees, let it be a wake-up call that you need to be stronger. You want to survive in these market conditions, it's going to be more tough than ever before. You're going to get FOMO. You're going to see people outperforming you. You want to double down on the leverage. Risk management goes out the window, and you have to stand there with your chest high. And you bounce back all those negativity comments, and you're like, you know what? I'm going to stick to my plan, and I'm going to nail it. And that's only going to be possible if that fucking upper chest and middle chest is developed enough. You know? So we're going to do some push-ups and to get that chest pump, because what's better than talking about charts with a chest pump? Like, talking about charts is already good. That's already a thing, you know? Talking about charts, talking about Brett, talking about everything. That's already good. But it's better with a chest pump. So we're going to get a chest pump in. We're going to announce the Black Friday deal, so all of you guys are prepared, even though we're already the cheapest in the game and outperforming almost every other trading community that's out there, because we do memes and we do day-to-day trading. And yeah, you can look at Brett, or you can look at Bro in the meantime. And then we can, you know, even do a little extra altcoin for you guys of your choice. We're gonna do 50. If you don't do 50, or you can't do 50, let it be a wake-up call that you need to be stronger. Okay.
Showtime.
And technically speaking, Mr. Wyckoff Insider, I don't know what your camera is doing, but like,
bro, I'm not in the mood for a camera, man. The house is really not clean. Let me say that.
50 push-ups.
Showtime. Push. Push. So, you know the vibes, man. Chest fucking bump. Let's go, man. Imagine not doing them.
God damn! Easy. With everyone, we could have pumped out 100,000 push-ups just now. You know how insane that is? You know how much gravity force we can put on Earth if we just pump out and push Earth with 100,000 push-ups? It's insane. So, I want the people, before I go into Black Friday, and if you're not done yet, be quicker, be faster. Let's go, Mr. Aim Glow. Shout out to you, brother. I'm also watching for Merlin, because he said, how many you need from me? So, I also want people to understand that last week, I had one of the most prestige trading performances ever, right? And people oftentimes tend to slack off when they're doing good. It's always that they're doing good, then they slack off, and they're doing bad again, and then they have to regroup, reassess, journal, get better. No. I was like, I just had one of the most prestige trading performances ever. I need to be even more sharp, more mentally strong, to not over risk, to not over leverage, to stick to the plan, keep on compounding. So I was like, you know what? In order to fully mentally challenge myself, I decided to run more than half a marathon untrained. Just like I never run. I kickbox, I go to the gym, I never ever run. However, with my basic stamina, I should, objectively speaking, be able to run half a marathon. My body's just not used to it at all. It was cold as shit. It was raining. It was dark. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna run more than half a marathon. People train for that shit. They train and they get like a medal. Oh, I run half a marathon. Let me just run it. No, nothing. No one knows. No one sees. No one cares. I'm just gonna run it. Even though I never run. And when I tell you, I almost died during that run. I almost died. I was freezing. It was storming rain and wind. And it was cold as shit. And no one was watching. No one could give a single F about me running that. And I still ran it. Now, I'm limp. I cannot walk. I cannot do leg day because my knees are fucked up. My lower back is messed up. And my mom asked me, why did you do this to yourself? And I just said, you would never understand. I just said, I can try and explain it, but you would just not understand. And the reason why I did it is because I knew that, objectively speaking, for me, in my condition, it was possible. So it's just going to be a mental battle. And trust me, it was a crazy mental battle. But I did it. And it's to keep me mentally sharp. Keep me mentally sharp for what's about to happen this week in the trading environments. Everything matters. You cannot trade if you don't have your life good in order. You need to have everything in place, okay? Otherwise, your mind will be all over the place. So that's a little side note as to what we promote. Because I was posting it in the Discord server as well. I was like, guys, I'm about to run 23.8 kilometers. And I was like, I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm gonna do it. So, study. You need to go to personal development.
Oh, the crazy section.
Yes, sir. All jacked.
Study,
all beasts.
study.
Every single TCT. The fucking Peter. Absolute animal, bro.
Study this animal.
Study that beast.
Bro, study his
two meters jacked, bro.
And even the jawline. Do you see?
Even the jawline. Yeah, you just a bit more up. Yeah, there. You can see my post. Yeah. What did it even say? I'm about to run 23 kilometers. Have I ever run more than 15? No. Am I totally unprepared? Yes. Is it cold as shit with lots of wind? Yes. But who wants to walk around on Earth with the idea that they can't run 23 kilometers if they wanted to? I'm not a bitch. That's the mentality, guys. And then right below it is a screenshot. I was faster than the screenshot, but I couldn't stop the timer because my phone was frozen because it was so cold, bro. But yeah, that's what we're.
I also have. Oh, yeah, you can go.
No, I was just gonna say that's what we're all about. You know, improve mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially. Okay, not just financially.
Yeah. So, guys, I have some cook. So, this book, I have some cook. I will cook. So, guys, I made this post the 17th of September. This book is crazy. It's called The 12-Week Year. It's basically that you split your normal year in 4 years of 12 weeks. And then the book helps you with setting clear goals every week. Also, you reflect on Sunday every week. How did the week go? Did I put enough effort in? And yeah, for me right now, my 12 weeks are over. I did accomplish all the goals I have set in for this year, 12-week year, in week six. That's also the reason I did go to Dubai to reward myself. But right now I'm in Dubai and I just want to be the hardest worker here. But guys, if you have struggled with setting clear goals and with working hard, this is a book you need to order. And guys, don't order this book in a motivation rush and put it to the other books you said you were gonna read. Order this book and murder it in 4 days. It's not that difficult. Just 50 pages a day. Just murder through that shit. Not 10 pages a day and forget what the book is all about in week 2. So that's how you can murder this.
And guys, I just got a message. I'm in this crypto group with like my dad, my uncle, my cousins, and then some other people that I don't particularly know. But you can call it the retail group. Okay, it's the retail group. So I'm actually in this group. It's called We Are Bitcoin, and it's kind of like my retail indicator. And just now, I get a text message. We're going hard. We're going down pretty hard now? Question mark. So I think the bottom is in. I think this is going to be an accumulation based on my retail analysis. I just got a text message. We're going down pretty hard, no? Question mark. So that's a good sign. That's a good sign.
Is it time too long?
It's time too long. And this is actually from the person I'm anti-retailing the most. So I love them for it. You know, you got to keep the retail mind sometimes also fresh to know what it's like. To know what it's like. So, guys, massive Black Friday upcoming. Okay, so we have 1,700 viewers, but we don't have 1,700 people inside of the TCT trading community. If you like these streams, we do these streams around like 3 times a week. If you want us, you know, and that's just 2 hours of your time. If you want to see us trade on a daily basis and just also hang out, because it's also just a fun community, right? If you want like a safe, good performing environment for you to nail your first, second, third cycle, it doesn't matter. TCTtrading.com is the website you need to go to. Okay? And when we started to TCTtrading.com, we were talking about, you know what? How much should we charge people? Right? Because we're going to put a lot of time in it, and we're putting a lot of time in it with like, what do we do? Like almost 3 live streams each day. Like I have Wednesday educational class, you have Thursday meme coin night, but then Monday and Tuesday we also go live to the public. Thursday, Friday. So it's kind of like 3 live streams a day, with also just actual live trading. So we'll talk about the trades that we take, the scalping. You have private course content. If you think my YouTube is good, definitely watch the private course content as well. Practice arenas for you to practice trade setups. Even Wyckoff Insider decided to add portfolio management and replied to every single person who had questions about their portfolio structure, which is just, he just did that. So absolute legend for it. So I was like, you know what? I want people to be able to afford it, because some Discord servers are like 300 plus, which is pretty absurd. Which could be, right? Depends on the quality that you provide. But I was like, I want it to be available to most people, right? So I was like, you know what? You can get it for as cheap as $50 a month on an annual subscription or $60 on a monthly subscription, right? I was like, that's as expensive, that's as cheap as your gym subscription. So the same way that you pay to go to the gym to get jacked, the same way you pay to actually nail your finances. And mind you, only me talking about trading setups was a 20% plus gain on your investment or on your risk per trade. So if you were to risk $60, you were to make almost 20x that. Okay, so I wasn't down to particularly do a Black Friday deal because we're already the cheapest in the space compared to the quality and the information that we provide, the amount of input that we deliver, right? Answering all the questions, the live streams, the course content, the shared trades, the fucking returns, bro. It's absolutely insanity. But Wyckoff Insight was like, no, we need to. And I was like, I'm not going to debate. I'm not going to debate. Okay? So, we're going to have a massive deal. And it's truly, I don't ever want to offer it again. But, on Black Friday, and I'm gonna make a whole announcement post on my socials. Wyckoff Insider is gonna repost it, so that's gonna be all done. But we're gonna be giving a massive discount where you will be able to get an annual subscription for as cheap as 33 euros a month. I don't know what else to do. It's more than a 30% discount on an already discounted program. So do with it what you want. Take the opportunity or not. But it's never going to happen again. That's all I'm going to say. It's never going to happen again. So you either make use of the opportunity or you miss out. But I'm telling you one thing, and I have many testimonials to show you. It is not just us saying it. But you are missing out on money if you are not in it. It costs you more to not join it. 33 euros a month. And in 1 week, me just sharing trade setups, I nailed more than 20% net gain on your risk per trade. And Wyckoff Insider shared a 40x play, which is just one. And for the people that are already a VIP member, you can extend your subscription by just purchasing it, and it will get added to your duration of the membership. Okay, so even if you're already a member, you can get it, and it will just be added to the contract. And you can get it for as cheap as 33 euros a month, bro. I feel bad saying it. I'm like 33. Can you buy? You can buy 5 years in advance. It will just get added. It will just get added to the duration. How can we join? Literally, when I post it and when the announcement goes live, you can go to the TCTrading.com website. It's in my bio on my X profile. And when you go to the website, you'll get a pop-up and it just says Black Friday deal. You click on it and you're done. Can I buy 10 times to master TCT 10x? Yes, that's how it works. That is exactly how it works. You buy it as much as you can and you'll master it. Where's the lifetime package? Oof. For now, there's no lifetime yet. But you can just, if you're already a member, you can just buy it 33 euros a month on an annual subscription. And then, bro, I don't know what else to do. There's nothing that we can do more. And you can buy in crypto. Crypto, debit, credit, you name it. It's all possible. USDT, everything. On each chain. Like, what else do you want me to do? You can buy it using crypto, debit, credit, each chain, base chain, Polygon chain, Ethereum. It's all there for less than your fucking gym subscription on your shitty gym around the corner. So we did everything that we can do. It's now up to you. That's truly this time right now. We did everything that we could do. I don't want to hear none of it. I don't want to hear you missing out on like 1 hour of time and you just missed it and you're asking, oh, can I still make a benefit off of it? No. It's going to be there. It's going to be over and you're going to take advantage of it, or you're just not there and you're going to miss out. And you're going to keep watching these live streams and you're going to keep on thinking, what if? Do you want to live life with the what if mentality? What if I join it? You know, what if I did do it? What if I just tried it out? I just tried it out. It's 30 euros a month. I can just try it out and who sees? Who knows? 33 euros a month is less than you paid in your fucking gas fee on MetaMask. Think about that. It's not running already. It's gonna be announced. It's gonna be announced later tonight on my socials. It's all going to be on my socials to just put the notifications on.
Yeah. So guys, go to our Twitter profiles and you do this. So I put it off and I'm now gonna put it on. Turn on notifications. Go to my account. Then there's also a thing here. Put on post notifications because you will get alpha, and then join the TCT community. Just don't fade it. All I'm gonna say.
Don't fade. So we've been going for 1 hour and 50 minutes. I have to still go to the gym, so I have to be heading out. I think we spilled a lot of alpha. For the people inside the community, you'll be seeing us tomorrow back on the London and New York Open live streams. I think you're pretty enjoying that Tia setup. You keep on pulling it up.
It's just nasty, man.
And the discount will be going live before Friday. But the moment I make a post on my socials is the moment it's live, and you'll see it. It's a pop up on the website. So I appreciate all of you. We are peaking at 1,850 viewers, which is just absolutely insane. And
are you gonna go? Should I also go?
Yeah.
I want to cook. Few more.
You want to cook a bit more?
Yeah. Answer some questions.
I think that's good. I am the host of this StreamYard party though. Or can you also end stream?
Yeah, I can end stream. So it's gonna be
okay. I have to head out. We've been going for 2 hours. Wyckoff Insider is like, you know what? Let me just spit some more. Appreciate you guys, and Wyckoff Insider do a nice little motivational quote as the outro. Okay.
I will. Good luck in the gym and
yes.
Showtime.
Peace out, brother.
guys, there we are. How are we feeling? Let me know in the chat. What do we want to see? I can go over some meme coins. I can go over some personal questions. We can go over everything. I will only go for 20 to 50 more minutes. So yeah, do the questions, say the ticker, and I will go. So I see someone talking about Popcat. Popcat is actually pretty weird because it just keeps going up, but it finally had a distribution range. Yeah, and right now I think you can get like a big pullback to this market maker demand zone. So that's a zone where I will put an alert and maybe get in some nice swing positions. No special TA on this chart, just a range with one deviation, and now you're coming down really heavy. Let me see. Is Toby still a high conviction play for you guys? And how far do you see Oscar going? So Toby never be, it's not a high conviction hold for me because it's still below 10 million market cap. If a coin can sustain a floor above 10 million market cap, it can turn into a high conviction coin for me. Do I hold Toby? Yes. Oscar. Let me search Oscar. Let me find the ticker for you guys so I can put it in trading view. Oscar, I love the coin. I love the narrative. Yeah, I think it's going to perform good. Let me check. So Oscar is just having like this chart. My first buys were in this accumulation range. We did go up. Whales were over clipping. This is not a healthy looking chart. You had your distribution and you did go down. You had your 80% retrace. What did you do? You came back for your original market maker demand. So I'm a market maker. This is where I bought. Now we came back for the spot, and that's where the market makers, aka me. No, I'm joking. Or am I not joking? If you know, you know. So we came back for the spot and we created a textbook Wyckoff accumulation. Right now we are having the signs of strength and we are potentially putting in right here the bull LPS for higher. So yes, this will go higher. Can we still come down to mitigate this demand? Yes. Am I positioned well in this coin? Yes. So I don't really care. If we go up, I'm happy. If we go down, I might add more by signs of strength. How is Oscar looking at the moment? I just did it. Can you please do Ponke? Of course we can do Ponke. We can do everything. So guys, be ready for the TCT sale. So I'm going to say it one more time. Put on post notifications on our Twitter and also create your own luck. If we post something, make sure to like, share, just build. We want to build like the biggest community ever. That if we are in a coin, like if the TCT community is in a coin, you better be in the coin because it's gonna perform and we're gonna work for our bags. Let me see. Do I have TA on a chart? Not really. Then we can do TA together. Ponke. Initial range low, initial range high. Add an accumulation right here and TCT Model 2 schematic, LPS. Now we just kept going up. We swept the range high. And now you have this market maker demand. So this is the demand that caused the initial push up. So this is a zone I'm watching for potential buy. If we come to that zone, we only have 40% retrace. I need to see a lot to get into position. So I want a local range with deviations. And then I'm trying to get into a swing long position. I'm not going to spot buy on a 40% retrace. There are better coins to buy in my opinion. I still hold some spot Ponke from lower. So I'm chilling. High conviction hold of me. One of the best coins out there. Let me check. What are we saying? What are your holdings for long term? I'll share my portfolios. I share my portfolio structure in the TCT Discord because I can say all the coins right now, but yeah, what you're gonna do with it? Because you need to understand the thought process. Why am I holding Draggy? Why? Because it's a beta to that. If that is gonna perform good, Draggy will perform good. If that is not performing good, Draggy will go down way more because it's a beta play. So you need to understand everything. Draggy. We can do Draggy. Let me find the chart. So people are always asking which coins are you in. I can say all the coins on Twitter. I post about all the coins. But yeah, what are you gonna do with it? Because you need to understand the narrative. Why are you in the coin? When are you gonna exit the coin? Draggy. Let me check. Looking really heavy at the moment. Had a nice TCT schematic. So yeah, it's on every chart, guys. So I'm watching this range low to buy more. Let me see. All right. I just joined. I will watch it from the start when it's over. Did you catch Peppa already? Did you chart Peppa already? I did not chart Peppa, but we can always chart Peppa. Why not? So yeah, there's actually some old TA. Yeah, we nailed those moves. I can delete this right now. Wait a second. All right, Peppa. Just in a higher time frame uptrend. So you can get a demand mitigation to this zone for higher. So yeah, local range I'm looking at right now. If we start accumulating right here, you can get into swing positions. Leverage, of course. I'm not gonna spot buy on a 20% retrace. Brett, let me see. Brett, are you holding? When are you looking to take profit? I do not predict. I react. I will scale out with the market makers. And yes, I'm looking. I'm still holding. GHX, let me check. Yeah, I'm not going to buy this. This is not accumulating. It's actually distributing, and it did not hit the target yet. You have some sort of a local accumulation right here. But yeah, it has some more work to do before you can get really bullish on this chart. What is up with Bob? I have to say, I don't know. The CTO lead is not responding on my messages. So yeah, I do not know what is cooking there. But yeah, if you're in a project, you took the risk. So yeah, can't do anything about it. But the CTO lead is not responding on me at the moment. What do you think about Doge? I have seen all those coins. I do not like it that much. It could work, but I prefer to have my money in more, in a coin with more, with a better thesis behind it. What you think about Dolan? I do not like. I do not like the project. Could work, but it's too much inside plays. There are people that bought that shit at like 100K market cap, and it's right now, I think it did go to 100 million or something. I do not like those inside plays. What is your age? My age is 21 years old. I actually turn 22 the 4th of December. So yeah, I'm getting old. Can you talk about portfolio rebalancing at this point in time? What to look for? Will, you are in the VIP Discord. In the meme coin night stream, on Thursday I will go over everything. Because guys, it's so important that you build like a portfolio. Um, but yeah, for me personally, I'm gonna scale out mostly with the market makers. But guys, if you have made life-changing money, so what do I mean with life-changing money? Money that you can provide for everyone around you, that you can buy real estate, that you can buy silver, that you can go in hedge funds, that you can buy private equity, so beginning stages of small companies, and then you can create a cash flow for yourself. Why are you then risking to keep being in the crypto market for them to lose it all? If, for example, a Black Swan event happens, and if you are earlier to your journey, you need to just make fuck you money. So if you want to take this trading game serious, just make sure you go for like 100K or something, and then you can stop with your current job, fully focus on trading like 12 hours a day, just go to the gym, eat, train, also have some social interactions, of course. And then you have the fuck you money. So you need to know, why are you in this bull run? For me, I already have cash flow. So if my portfolio goes to zero, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I'm about to make life-changing money, so I can provide for everyone around me. So of course, I'm gonna de-risk when that happens. I'm not gonna be full risk on with like Ukraine and all those countries. Just, I don't know what they are doing with Russia, Russia, and yeah, I'm just gonna risk off when I made life-changing money. But of course, like Bitcoin and all those coins, the distributions will get clear. I will scale out mostly of my position with the market makers. As I always do, I buy with the market makers and I scale out with the market makers, because they will show their signs on the chart. That's what they need to do. They can't full clip their positions. Let me see. So many questions. Slowly building my luck with posting trades I take. K3, let's go. Day one, you're crushing it. Keep up the work. Bobo. Let me check Bobo. Yeah, so coming down really heavy. Yeah, I will buy Bobo. First signs of strength, I will buy Bobo. Signs of accumulation, I will buy Bobo spot. So we are right now approaching a POI zone. We are coming into it really heavy, so I will wait. What's your view on ETH BTC bottom? It's bottomed. I can take a look at Rio. Rio looking so clean, guys. This will melt faces. There's a double TCT schematic. TCT schematic in the Wyckoff Model 2 of the bigger range. It will do good. Chart looking insane. Can you chart Brett on ETH? Yes, I can. Bretter. Let me see. What is Bretter doing? Keeps on creating Wyckoffs, but guys, this chart, it is weird, man. But yeah, heavy demand right here. This whole thing. So yeah, right now you have your range. Looking to buy more if we start deviating this range. This local range. Let me see. A lot of questions. All right, too many charts, guys. Too many tickers. Maybe ask some questions about portfolio, about different things, because I think we did a lot of charting today. My head is getting full, and yeah, charts are done. Interesting. This fractal is interesting. I'm gonna post this later this night. Mm-mm-mm. So, what do you guys think about the current? Bitcoin. Should I open a long? Study this long. Might actually work. Mm-mm-mm. All right, let me do some fresh TA. All right, Bitcoin. Bitcoin. 12-hour chart, 8-hour chart. We have this crazy demand zone. So this is the demand that caused the initial push up. Right now we're coming into it, but what are we doing? 1 hour, do not see structure. 30-minute, 15-minute. Lower. I see demand right here. Wick demand. Did we tap that? Yes, we did. Down into market. So I am back. Right, good. So yeah, guys, could actually be a long, but I'm not just live trading, you know. Mm-mm-mm. Is it? Am I back on the screen? Let me know in the chat. We are almost with 2,000 watchers. Let me know if I'm back. Seems to be okay. Okay, nice, guys. By the way, I need to thank you guys because I achieved a massive milestone today. I just saw it. We have 2,000 watchers right now, guys. Thank you so much. Crazy. And I hit 5,000 followers. Thank you so much. If you are watching right now and you are a follower, I really appreciate all the support. And yeah, we are just getting started, you know. I will be here. I will be here in the bear market. I will not shill pay. I will not do paid shills because I'm already making all my money with trading. Of course, I'm now also making money with TCT, but my main income is still trading. I also share my P&Ls. I play with big stop losses, so I don't need money from projects, shit like that. I'm just here to give value, and I will provide a lot of value. But thank you for the 5,000 followers. my goal is actually to get to 10,000 followers by the end of the year. So I only have 1 month and 4 days left. It is crazy, but I'm gonna put in the work, and let's see what it will bring us. I will just put in the work every day. So yeah, gonna do some final questions, and then I will wrap up the stream. So guys, how are we feeling about the current Bitcoin sentiment? Because for me, like yesterday, people were getting so bearish, but why? Like we just pumped here, and now you're getting this. I have 50K in spot portfolio that was bought from the lows. Should I trade or just take profits when it's time? Do not trade, stick to spot. And if you want to trade, learn first how to trade with fake money. And after that, go in with real money. But just stick to spot and scale out with the market makers. Do you hold utility coins, expect TIA, or only meme coins? Mainly meme coins, but back in the days, I made crazy plays on Tau, on Super. I also did like the AI narrative, 0x0, all those coins, but I scaled out in time. Jupiter I like. Let me pull up the Jupiter chart. This chart is crazy. Oh, boys. I might need to long this boy. I think you can literally long this. I'm not gonna do it because it's not a valid entry, but yeah, we will see. So funny to see how ICT himself say BTC will never hit 100K. Yeah, we will see, man. Maybe we never hit 100K. What I do know is that my balls are on the line, so we better hit 100K. Why to worry? We have come here to months of consolidation. True. I'm not worrying. So guys, thanks for being in the stream. If you like the stream, if you find the stream useful and learn something, make sure to like, comment, and share. Follow us on X, so the Comps Trader and me. And guys, I have a final quote. The TCT members already know what I'm gonna say, but it is hard work works. Just study working hard. Like no one is working hard. Yeah, a lot of people are working hard, but most people, like that are people that, for example, are working in constructions or are things like that. But people who have the they have it in themselves to make something of their life. They do not work hard. They are on the couch watching Netflix, feeling bad for themselves, eating stupid stuff. They are not working hard. Working hard is like getting 12-hour days done. And yeah, it will work. I woke up for a year straight at 4:30. It's all on my ex, like the last 6 months. It's all my ex. And right now I'm in Dubai, living my dream life. I'm not here to show off, but like it's all possible. The only way how you're gonna get it is through hard work. Feeling bad for yourself that you're not in shape. Seeing other people win and have envy to them is not going to bring you anywhere. The only way how you're going to achieve something is through hard work. Just putting hours behind the desk. That's all you need to do. Guys, I see you in the next stream. Hard work works. Ciao.